mind where you're pointing that thing? How too valuable to...
Why? Kinda.
Here's a little
Not
trick I
bad,
learned
huh?
in prison.
How exciting. Thank the law, that's over.
Everyone all right?
Gonna leave a mark. Practicing this. Just
I'll take your confession now. Hit. Got a new mark. All right. Nature will out, regardless of man's feeble attempts at control.
Whew! Thanks for the help back there. I've actually never fired a gun before. Is this ringing in your ears normal? Well, I guess that answers that question. Still, I had to be alive to be able to go deaf later. I'm not sure if I actually hit any shots. If you hadn't intervened, it could have been bleak. I'm just as confused as you are. Someone should have been on shift to see them coming. Miss Vargas would probably have a better idea of what happened. She's stationed at the luxury pad. What do you mean? Of course. I'd be real pleased to let the rest of the crew know that you saved my hide.
Guess I ought to call you Inspector while we're on Eridanos.
Is Inspector a higher rank than Captain? Just wondering whether congratulations are in order, Captain. Inspector? As all, any...
I'll step lively. That's a hunting reserve over there, in the clouds above a gas giant. Makes about as much sense as any of this, I suppose.
I'm thinking of reserving a wilderness safari. Wear a fancy hat, fire a rifle, murder some wild... life, you know. It could be quite scintillating.
A rifle. The last time you tried to hold a firearm, you dropped it down a flight of stairs, triggered its automatic fire, and wounded 13 hotel employees.
Well, I didn't hit anyone important. Come on, I won't mess anything up this time.
Okay.
Sublight Underground appreciates your patronage.
I was nearly attacked by a terror ray on my way here.
Inspector! Hope you catch that killer soon.
My last quarterly review said I had an attitude problem. Morale improvement program fixed me right up.
Mr. Kincannon, really?
I was nearly attacked by a terror ray on my way here.
Sublight Underground takes care of its own. Why'd Helen have to go and die in our hotel? We don't need that kind of notoriety.
Move along. Move along. Move along.
Don't you test me, Hullhead.
Rizzo's Lemon Slap. Slap your whole family tonight.
We don't toss troublemakers out of airlocks. We just throw them over the edge. We're the future of sublight. Just you wait and see.
Hi again. It's like I just saw ya. Pool's still closed, unfortunately. So long as you don't want to go in, I can answer anything you like. Yeah, it's part of the job. I think I'm listed as a security consultant. But all that really means is that if I'm caught without this thing, I get put on pool guard duty. I don't know what happens if I'm caught without it on pool guard duty, but I know that I don't want to find out. Yep, still dead. Usually Rizzo's is pretty good at making sure the people they hire ain't got triplicale for brains, but that fella clearly wasn't worth trusting. I met him briefly once. Seemed level-headed enough, but that must have been just a front. Otherwise, he wouldn't have made such a mess of things. Sounds good to me. Space me if I knew. I got here for my shift this morning and found it this way. They can't yell at me for this one, which is good, because a lot of folks seem upset by it. Part of the reception for the Spectrum Brown launch was supposed to be out here. Rizzo's rented out the area, said they had their own maintenance person instead of paying one of Slug's. As you can see, their maintenance person ruined the use of the pool for everyone. Would have been even worse if the unveiling hadn't been canceled. Can't do much now but wait for the stench to wear off. We found the individual hired to clean face down in a puddle of his own spit in the orchards. Guess he won't be helping. Look, I call it how I see it. They found the poor slackwit alongside syringes enough to put down a herd of mantisaurs. His family will have to be fined. Rizzo should have been more careful about who they hired. They're lucky nothing got permanently damaged. Wow, they should have just cut out the wage garnisher and hired you. Why don't you add your mix to the pool doohickey over yonder? That's usually what the last guy did. Oh, thanks a million, Inspector. The smell cleared right up. Well, in a couple hours, the guests might even be back. Then I actually gotta start doing my job. Of course, we're not gonna get a follow-up shipment for the water anytime soon, so they'll have to content themselves on the deck. I got a little something for making my job that much less miserable. It's the key to our storeroom. If my boss asks, you never met me. I guess I can spare a few bits, and, here, this pack of smokes. Sorry they don't really load me up with the goods. I gotta get back to it if you don't mind, Inspector.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Analysis reveals the chemical signature of this compound is 80% semblant of fertilizer used in the Purpleberry orchards. The other 20% is semblant of pool water.
Nice and easy.
A sudden death knockout court? Surprised the Byzantines fancy this. We played it on a rudimentary court in prison. Sudden death being more literal than euphemistic. All right, I'm on my way.
Be right there.
Maybe you haven't heard, but we're in the middle of a lockdown. No one's supposed to be coming or going. And when I can't get a hold of anyone in the orchards, I can't make sure of that, can I?
No, Miss Fergus. Sorry, I'll work on getting a hold of someone.
Great, you do that. I'll be waiting right here.
Company gives us a discount on Spectrum Brown.
I could never work for Slug. They're not recognized by the board.
Swear to the architect, Matthias, if you've lost your rifle's ionization coil again. Oh, wait, you ain't part of my crew. What do you want? Tightly wound? Tightly wound? Damn right, I'm fine. I'm going to my calm place, where there's peace and quiet, and none of my sprat-fucking subordinates can bother me. On behalf of Slug, I'd like to apologize for that outburst, as well as all of my future outbursts. Yes, I'm a little wound up. You would be too. Between the landing pad, lockdowns, gate closures, and constant questions from angry guests, I've got a lot on my plate. And if that don't beat all, one of my crew is AWOL. I wish. Matthias is about as useful as a manta queen in a saltuna cannery. Wouldn't give a damn if he were lost. Frankly, he'd be doing me a favor. If you're serious, I'd appreciate the help. He's been missing a few days, and we're low on staff as it is. It's not exactly uncommon for Slug agents to go on the odd bender. They'll pick a place they think I don't know about and hunker down. Usually I don't bother with the discipline and paperwork. Gotta pick your battles. Thing is, they usually resurface within 24 hours, or at least yell for medical help. This guy, not a peep. The missing crew member's Evan O'Connell. He's one of about 2 Slug agents I can trust with more complex tasks than stand here and look tough. Friendly type. Well-behaved, followed orders. Anyone else, I'd think they got drunk and fell asleep in a ditch somewhere, but O'Connell's not really the type. He was last stationed at the Wilderness checkpoint. I'd search there first.
I hope the murderer is caught soon. This lockdown is
Rizzo's
fully
Purpleberry
hampering my
punch.
schedule
You
for the
want a
week.
punch? We've got your punch right here.
I'm pretty happy working for Slug. Mr. Kincannon treats us with respect.
Why'd Helen have to go and die in our hotel?
Have you seen the
We
profit
don't need that kind of notoriety.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Analysis concludes. The losing player used an overly cautious strategy that led to an insurmountable deficit in points. Slug discipline records show a half-dozen reports of illegal gambling in games of chance on company property. Perhaps there's evidence of an ante for this game?
We're the future of Sublight. Just you wait and see. Headed back. You got it.